Hey guys, and welcome back. This is ChosenArchitect, and today we're diving into some more SkyFactory One. So, I was curious. Now, in the past, we tried to collect an artifact mob, and we had no success with industrial foregoing. However, there are other methods that we could potentially obtain, let's say, the DNA of that mob spawner, mob spawn, and see if it actually works. If it doesn't, of course, I'll take the L, but I actually want to find out if this works. Now, early on, I ended up making a mob swab. So this mob swab right here is one of the couple of ways that you can spawn mobs. Also, mob grinding utils. This is a way that you can put things and create jelly bellies and stuff, and those can spawn mobs inside of the entity spawner here. It says right here, consumes jelly bellies and upgrade. So this right here is a way that you could do it with the egg, the spawn egg. But you can also use spawn eggs to change mob spawners. So I want to see, can I grab an artifact mob from the deep dark or the infinite dark? Can we swab it and actually create an egg from it? This will be the ultimate test to find out if that's possible. If not, we'll just move on, because there's going to be no other way to get a lot of the artifacts. So other than, I guess, potentially grinding the pouches, I don't know how many different artifacts are in those, but it's only worth trying, right? So let's take another trip down into the deep dark. There we go. I love how fast that transition is too. And let's just try this out. And just like that, I have an artifact mimic on me. I just found this area. Let's try it. We got it kind of trapped. Let's actually let it out so it makes it a little bit easier on it. Oh my gosh, we were able to mob swab it. Okay, so we have its DNA. It's DNA, dino DNA. No, it's not dino DNA. Okay, so we have it swabbed. Okay, we have one of them captured. I hope this works. Oh, if this works, we can turn literally a mob spawner into a mimic spawner. That is going to be epic. I don't even know what to say right now. Okay, let's, I mean, there's only one thing we can do. We have to craft this, and it actually has a hidden crafting recipe. Like, it doesn't show up in JEI that you can craft this feed. So I'm really hoping the recipe still kind of exists. If it doesn't, that'd be kind of sad. But it'll also kind of make it so that way you can't do the rest of the projects either with mob spawning, I don't think. So let's get back, and I'm going to show you how to actually utilize this mob swab. So all we need in order for this to work is a little bit of that golden XP. So we can take some right here. Just a bucket. Bam, we have an XP bucket. And it's just as easy as getting a seed. I believe it's a seed, XP bucket, and the mob swab. And that makes GM chicken feed set to the mimic. All we gotta use this on it is a chicken.
Happy birthday, Taco!
And we now have a mimic spawn egg. What? It looks just like the mimic is a spawn egg. Okay. Interesting. So now we just need a mob spawner. This could be fun. Here I go, literally hunting for a blaze spawner, and right there is that said blaze spawner that I'm going to tackle. Now, if you notice, why am I not taking fire damage? We actually set that up last couple of episodes ago. We actually have a charm that basically prevents us from taking most negative effects. Negative effect damage. Wow, I got tongue-tied there. Oh my goodness. But yeah, now that we have this, I mean, I see no problem in literally creating ourselves a mimic spawner. This is going to be insane. So believe it or not, I actually went into my test world and I tested to see if this worked inside the spawner. And what I found is it does work, but then the spawner reverts back into a blaze spawner. So I probably shouldn't go that route, as it's only going to give me a slim chance to use this spawn egg, and it's kind of a pain to get this egg. So what I can try to do is actually use it inside of the mob grinding utils' actual spawner that it has. This is going to take a little bit of time on our part, but if we go ahead and jump into mob guarding utils, we need an XP solidifier. This is going to solidify our experience that we're gathering, which is not a big deal. Actually pretty simple to do. Let's see if I can get this all crafted up here. So XP solidifier. Now I'm not familiar with how this works. Push, pull. Does it pull or do we have to pipe into it? I don't actually know. Let's probably try and pipe. Pipe, fluid. Go ahead and grab a pipe. Can even put an upgrade just in case. Which one is more full? This one's definitely way more full of this material. So we can throw this in here. Let's pipe out. There we go. That's going to start to fill up. Let's see. And how much does it need? Let's turn it on. Oh, it needs a cast, I think. So, yeah, it's kind of unexplained, but yeah, I think we need a Jelly Bellies cast. So to get this, we need a bucket of mob essence. And we're going to be making a cast. Oh, goodness. I think that's what it needs. Yeah, I've seen a little bit of this mod when Darkosto was testing this pack. Putting it through the paces. Let's see, just gold nuggets is all that is. And then this is just the cast. That goes in here. There we go. And that's going to start producing the jelly bellies, I believe. Perfect. And I guess we need a chest to put them in. Can I have it push into any direction? Where's the fluid? It's going east. So we can have this go east. Hey, look at that. So XP value. So this is basically like an XP drop as well. And we need enough of them to be able to make the actual spawner. So the spawner platform itself is an entity spawner. It require 2 blocks of these, and that is by taking 9 of those and turning that into that. Pretty easy to make other than that. Let's see, what else does this require? So use the mob egg in the top slot. So hopefully it doesn't like consume the egg. It just keeps it there. And then it says fueled by solid XP jelly babies, and then enhanced with XP speed upgrades. So really all it needs is jelly babies to spawn this. Is that what I'm getting at? And then of course we can bump up the size and stuff with upgrades. Look at that. Look at the little animation that's going on there. It's literally creating XP jelly babies. That sounds, it's just so disturbing the more you think about it. Just don't think about it, you know? Just forget that it's even happening right now. So now that I have 18 of these bad boys, we can now convert this into the blocks. I mean, would this be considered like another form of XP? Like, I think so. That may actually complete another task for us. All right. Going to get these made. I think that's basically it. Yeah, redstone block. We should be fine. Piston. Perfect. And here we go. So we just need jelly babies in order for this to function. That's what I'm looking at here. Place this down. Okay, so I see this. This is the top spot. I can show the area. Okay. Can I bring this up? Offset up or down? That's down. Let's bring it up one. I kind of want them to spawn right here. And then I just fill it with jelly babies, I guess. What else? Do I need to wait? Does this not work? It's so hard for me to know. So I went ahead and created a cow. A cow spawn egg. And I just want to test and see, maybe it's just because it's the mimic and it's actually blocked in here. So nothing's happening. Does it need a lever? I'm so like, I don't know. I've never used this, so I don't know. Okay. So it needs a lever. Oh my. Is it gonna work? Oh, it works. We now have a literal artifact spawner. Oh, that's sick. Are they all different? Oh, we got running shoes. That's a thing. Yeah, that's how we're, you know what? This is awesome. I am so glad I went through all of the effort to do this. Because yes, that's all I have to say. And you could set this, I guess, up for automation, but really, once you have all of them, do you really need automation for this? There is the night vision goggles. There is the crystal heart, increases the wearer's maximum health. This is, yeah, a little powerful, but you have to build infrastructure and stuff to be able to get to this point. So I would call this perfectly fair. Oh, this is good. And then you just turn it off when you don't want it anymore. And let's take a look at some of the stuff we've already gotten. How many artifacts are there? So there are quite a few. I would actually like the everlasting beef or eternal steak. What is the everlasting beef? It's just like raw beef. So yeah, I mean, once we get through most of these, I mean, some of these are really, really nice. The luck scarf is a really nice one. Extra level of fortune. This one increases the length of invincibility after taking damage. That's a nice charm. I mean, some of these are great for overworld stuff, but the boots are nice. I think we can put the boots in our feet slot. Let's see. And these give us a nice, look at that, nice speed boost. You can't beat that. That's pretty decent. So with all that fun out of the way, let's take a look at one of the things that we've been working on slowly but surely over time. And I've upgraded to a tier 4, but today we can definitely upgrade to a tier 6. That's right. This is a 6 times compressed cobble and has really just generated over the last couple episodes. And I didn't realize how fast the tier 4 is, but the tier 5 has got to be ungodly fast. It's got to be, right? For the cost and like everything that it requires. That's got to be insanely fast, right? I hope. I just need a bucket of water. Good old bucket of water. We'll grab it from over here. I like that we're so much faster walking now. It's so nice. All right, so now that we have that, cobble gin. Tier 5. It's done. It's done. We did it. We made the tier 5. Now the ultimate goal, right, is somebody said I should get to a tier 8 compressed cobblestone, or 8 times compressed cobblestone. We will. We 100% will. And I have no doubt in my mind that we will be able to get there. We also need to apparently store 1 million cobble, it said, inside of a black hole unit. Yeah, this is a lot faster, it seems. I mean, I don't know if it's like what 60, it's got to be more than 64 a tick, right? Anyways, our eventual goal, right, is to have more than one of these for sure. So I can even go ahead and add this to it, right? Let's see, a controller. Go ahead and make like a drawer controller, right? I really need these on AutoCraft as well. That's like, as I go, I'm finding more and more things and I'm like, oh yeah, I should really AutoCraft that. I should really set that up. Let's go ahead and put another cobble gin here, and I can just, boom, place that there, and that's going to feed into that as well. We're going to have even more going into here. I just seen that move. I was about to say, if that's moving like every few seconds, that's going to be insane. Yeah, eventually we can have a massive setup for cobblestone. It's like, why do we really need it? It's just a challenge. Just a challenge, right? How much is a tier 6, right? Like compressed cobble, how much... Does it tell you how much a tier 6 compressed cobblestone would be? Does not tell you when you make this? No, it doesn't. Interesting. But I can go ahead and throw the numbers out your way anyway. So like a sextuple compressed cobblestone looks like it's 531,441 cobblestone, I believe. Yeah, and then you have septuple, which will be your 7. That is where it pushes over 1 million. So we were already halfway to 1 million right then, 1 million cobblestone, because the next step, which is a 7, is almost 5 million. It's 4.7 million, or really 4.8 million cobblestone. And then the octuple goes all the way to 43 million. That's a lot of cobblestone. That's a whole lot of cobblestone. So taking a look at the tier 1 trophy room here that I want to eventually set up. It says each color of wool. Not hard to do. That is very obtainable. But it says right here, a full set of armor from 8 different materials. So I'm a full sets. So we need 8 different materials that we can make armor out of. And so just take a look at the chest piece. What do we have available? Not chest. There we go. What do we have available to us that we can make armor out of that is that amount? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 because of the there's another type of armor that I can make, being leather. Can we make chainmail? We can't make chainmail. Interesting. I need to figure out. I mean, we might have a full chainmail set from here. So in order to complete this, I think I've come up with a clever solution, at least at the part where we're at, so we don't have to make, you know, some incredibly powerful stuff like the gear that we're wearing. And that is to basically go with the chainmail, which we almost have a full set of. Like we're just missing the helmet. So we have just about everything. And then we have leather, which is called a tunic. So let's go ahead and grab leather. Actually, we probably have, yeah, we have all the components basically built up inside of here already. Let's go not enchanted if I can get away with it. So let this be the first set, right? We'll go with this being leather. Very simple. And then one that was definitely missed by just looking at JEI is going to be the force materials. And we can definitely get by with making force materials. We only need 24 of them. So that's a force helmet, force pants, and then we will have force jacket and force boots. There we go. And believe it or not, this is a tunic as well, or at least it says it is. So it'll go here just fine. Next but not least, let's see, we'll do the chainmail because I think that is going to be the next weakest kind of armor that we didn't actually have to make. We're only missing the helmet though. Chainmail helmet. And like I said, you can't actually craft this stuff, I don't think. It can be turned back into iron, but you can't craft it. So this will be the one thing that we're waiting on, I guess, from a mob farm. Let's see. We also have netherite as well. So we need 2 sets of diamond gear. We need to go ahead and make our iron gear. So let's make that. There we go. And pants. And last but not least, chest piece. Perfect. I don't think there's other materials that things can be made of. Like, oh, I made 2 chest pieces, didn't I? Did not mean to do that. We just need boots. Perfect. That one can go there. These are all very simple, by the way. But to get to that 8, you may be wondering, like, what are we going to do to get there? And that's where this diving helmet's going to come in handy. There is a full diving suit that I thought would be kind of funny. Then we have gold. Let's do gold pants. And then gold boots. And then gold helmet. Perfect. All of this going into our beautiful trophy room, by the way. What's next? That's going to be... So we have gold, then diamond. We're actually going to need 2 sets of these, so I'm going to go ahead and make 2 for each outfit piece. Boots. Did I miss the pants? I literally just said that I need to make 2 of everything, and here I am not making 2 of everything. And helmet, right? Perfect. So, full diamond set. I love how it shows like we've not actually done that before, even though I'm pretty sure we needed a full set when we made our armor that we're wearing. There's that. And then that leads us to what? Netherite? Okay. So for the netherite, we need a smithing table. That's gonna be fun. And netherite ingots, which we should have just from our sort of adventure that we took. It's funny though that the armor that we're wearing is better than this by a significant amount. There we go. Cover you in debris. Cover me in debris. Like that could be taken several different ways. Perfect. And then last but not least, we need to make the diving set, which is very colorful, by the way. And it requires a lot of this material. I don't know how much exactly I'm going to need, but let's go ahead and get that made. There's the leggings, and last but not least, our flippers. And I've got to put this on. I've got to put it on. Oh my gosh. Wow. With the glasses from the hats mod, that really changes things, doesn't it? We are super colorful though. All right, time to put this on the shelf. All right, as much fun as it is, it still is armor, and we also get like swim bonuses as well. Too bad we're not swimming in it. And there we go. There is 8 sets of armor minus a helmet. I really don't know. We're gonna have to wait for the chainmail helmet, but other than that, it's basically completed. I won't check it off though until I get that helmet. So here's a fun thing. Now, the other thing that needs to go into the trophy room is, it says right here, each color of wool. It doesn't say all 16 colors of wool. It says each color of wool. And this pack, believe it or not, has a lot of colors. It has more than 16. I believe it's 16 and 16 more. So we have colors like light gray rock wool. Oh no, these are all rock wool types. But we still have like coral wool from the coral dyes, and salmon wool from salmon dye. There are so many different dye types. It's insane. Like I'm gonna, not worry about the rock wool because rock wool is its own thing. But still, the fact there's emerald wool. All of these colors, forest green. It's like you opened up a box of crayons, basically. So for that, I'm not going to worry about it until we get dye seeds up and rolling. So once we get into mystical agriculture, dyes are going to become a lot easier. So long as we have dye seeds, then we can mix and match and create custom crafting recipes for every single one of those. And that's where it's going to be a lot easier. We definitely need to get auto crafting up before we can do that. Then you also see 20 different seeds for mystical agriculture. And I believe next episode, we are really going to jump into mystical agriculture. And then you see right here 20 unique forest flasks filled with unique animals or mobs. That is going to be something that, let's see, forest flasks, they're not, it's not a crazy idea to get those. All we need is the actual forest flasks themselves, which is just a bunch of glass. Let's see, flask. So the way that we get mobs with these is you take your flask, shift right click, and it will throw it at the mob. And so that's how you will get these flasks filled with the mob. And then you just right click to place the mob back. So it's just another way of moving mobs. I don't know, however, I don't think you can just place the jar in the world. So I don't know how we're going to go about displaying these unless it's just having a chest filled with them. That would be the only thing that would make sense to me. And we need 20 of them. So it's just something we're going to have to work on over time. So I hope you got a lot out of today's episode. I know it's a bit of a shorter one, but it was jam-packed full of awesome stuff. But of course, today I do want to give a huge shout out to the sponsor of today's video, and that's going to go to Damises. I think that's correct. Thank you so much for your amazing support over on Patreon. And of course, guys, if you are interested in becoming a Patreon yourself and supporting the work that I make, then be sure to check out the links down in the description below. Of course, while you're down there, be sure to join my Discord. You don't have to be a Patreon to join the Discord, and we have an amazing community over there and just looking for people to hang out with. Anyways, guys, I appreciate it. Of course, if you enjoy this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and also click that beautiful subscribe button if you haven't already. And of course, I will see you in the next video. And as always, thanks for watching.